Sydney Sweeney didn't become one of Hollywood's most in-demand actresses overnight. Before the awards buzz, before the fashion headlines, before Euphoria changed everything, there were auditions that almost ended her career before it truly began. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on Sydney Sweeney's unseen auditions, what directors noticed, what they missed, and how the very traits that once worked against her eventually became her greatest advantage. And this story isn't what most people expect. Let's rewind. Long before Sydney Sweeney was landing major roles, she was walking into casting rooms where expectations were already stacked against her. Industry accounts and early casting notes suggest she was often labeled as too intense for lighter roles and too soft for darker ones. In short, she didn't fit a neat Hollywood box. Some directors praised her emotional range but questioned whether audiences would believe her in complex roles. Others felt her vulnerability was too real, not polished enough for traditional formulas. That could have ended her momentum. Instead, it quietly shaped her edge. One casting director later admitted that Sydney had a habit of making scenes uncomfortable, not because she was bad, but because she played moments honestly while others played them safely. She paused. She lingered. She let silence breathe. And for a long time, that unsettled decision-makers. What many missed was this: Sydney wasn't overacting. She was listening. She wasn't trying to impress. She was reacting. In audition tapes that never went public, she made choices that didn't scream for attention but stayed with you long after the room went quiet. Her breakthrough didn't come from chasing approval. It came from alignment. When Euphoria casting began, the same qualities that once cost her roles suddenly became essential. Rawness. Emotional risk. A willingness to look unguarded on camera. Directors didn't just see a performance. They saw truth. Sydney Sweeney didn't change herself to succeed. Hollywood finally caught up. The auditions she failed weren't failures. They were filters, removing rooms that weren't ready for her kind of talent. And that leaves one question. How many future stars are being missed right now simply because they don't fit the mold?